Hey everyone, another one of Kay's choices on What Kay Wants Day, and it's the. When did this come out? 2002-ish?
I don't know.
2002? Bend It Like Beckham.
Mm-hmm.
I have a theory that the big guy picked this out, and I have a theory as to why he picked this out.
No, I think the the other JJ picked it out.
Which is weird because when I was showing JJ a bunch of stuff, she didn't want to take it.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean she didn't help pick it out. Maybe I picked it out thinking she would be interested in it.
I feel
I think it was the day after Thanksgiving type thing.
I feel the big guy picked it out because JJ was doing soccer at the time.
Yep.
That's my theory.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, I will let you speak for about 10 minutes uncensored
Whew.
but I want to give a few bits of it, but I want to give a few bits of information. Um
You went on Wikipedia
because
or IMDb.
because because most dumb Americans like me do not know what the term bended like Beckham means. Which is one of his signature moves. I guess it would be like 3-point like Pippen or something. I don't know. Or jump shot like Jordan or I don't know what it would be. So they wanted to rename it Move It Like Mia, which is because there's some American at the time soccer. I'm sorry, people around the world. I'm gonna call it soccer because, like I said, I'm a dumb American. Um, Wanted to call it that so that way Americans would know what the heck would know. They would know Move It Like Mia better than Bend It Like Beckham. But the director
But
fought.
Beckham did finally come to the U.S. to play, but then now he's coaching.
Yeah, the
or something.
director fought to keep the title.
Okay.
What's another thing that's interesting is that these two girls, even though they're supposed to be about the same age, I think she's about I think 10 years older than Keira Knightley.
Hmm.
I think somewhere around there.
She didn't look it.
Mhm. Hey, some people are just short. Um Something else that's interesting, this movie, or two other things that are interesting, this movie is actually um a lot of female soccer players say this movie is the reason why they became soccer players.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I wouldn't think that.
And do you want the other bit of shocking information?
Sure. Ta-da!
This movie, I'm not sure why, but this movie is the first Western made movie to ever play in North Korea.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I didn't know that. That is interesting.
Oh, another thing. Is she the? This is gonna be a minor spoiler. Is she the one that had the scar?
Yeah, the burn.
She actually had a scar for real. She actually had that scar at least for real, and she was worried that it was going to prevent her from getting in the movie. So instead, the director, well, he was also one of the writers.
He put it into the storyline.
He put it in the story.
Good. Good for him. Good for her.
And this is an early role of Jonathan Rhys Meyers.
Who is that? The soccer coach?
Yeah. Okay, talk about everything else.
So it starts out that what is her name in the movie?
Just say, jeez.
Does it say there? Julie and Jules.
Well, yeah, there was a girl.
Mia. Mia.
No, Mia is
Her
some.
sister.
I guess.
It doesn't say.
Just call her
It doesn't
Parm.
say.
Just call her Parm.
Hmm.
Parm because that's a version of her. Because that's a version of her real name of her name.
Okay. Parm, like Parmesan or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. So
Like we said, we're dumb. I'm a dumb American,
she's always
and
had dreams of.
I've written her role to be a dumb American as well.
She has always dreamed about playing soccer. Her parents actually let her play soccer when she was younger, and her father played. It wasn't rugby. What was that he played? The
Polo?
lacrosse.
Oh,
But when they moved to the United Kingdom, they didn't allow anyone of his background to play in the leagues.
oh. One thing I want to criticize this movie for one thing.
Hmm.
This movie has the worst American accents I've ever heard in my life. It's like they weren't.
Because there aren't any Americans.
It's like they didn't even try to do American accents.
Because it supposedly takes place in England.
Yeah, it was a joke, people.
Thank you.
You know, other sites, other critics can criticize British actors for having terrible American accents. I
Yep.
can make a joke about British actors doing a bad American accent.
True. You probably could. So anyway, she'd be playing in the park, and then this other girl, Keira Knightley, was watching her play a couple times, and then she approached her
Who in some scenes she kind of looked like Scarlett Johansson, and in another scene
because of her hair short.
she kind of looked like Hilary Swank a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. No, not as muscular. Very thin.
Oh, uh, not only is this the second Keira Knightley film we've seen this year, no, people, we did not plan that.
No, I didn't even know she was in it. I've not seen
But-
this movie before.
But you know another actress she kind of looks like? Natalie Portman.
Maybe
You know why?
her body, her hair, her nose.
She was she was that girl that we thought looked like Natalie Portman in episode 1.
Hmm.
She had a that was one of her first roles as as the like princess that Natalie Portman takes the place of.
Ah, okay. So anyway, Kira asks Parm if she wants to stop by the clubhouse. See, in England at the time, women's sports were not highly rated or paid like the men's. They weren't recognized as being professional in that.
Especially when you've got stereotypical Indian parents who are very traditional, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
Traditional and very I I don't know if it was just the time, even though this was made in 2002 or set in 2002, I'm guessing.
It's still the same.
Or if it's just a cultural thing, but man, if I said any of the things that the family said, or like the woman who was like measuring them said,
Yeah.
I would not be alive.
Yeah, you'd be in pretty much trouble.
You would set me on fire.
No, I doubt that.
JJ would then.
I just wouldn't be happy.
JJ would set me
Okay.
on fire.
So anyway, she goes to the clubhouse. She doesn't discuss it with her parents because she doesn't think that they will allow it, because women traditionally grow up, either go to college or get married and start a family.
And the mother said she was dressing half naked.
Right.
T-shirt and shorts are half naked to her, I guess.
Yes. In that culture. Yeah.
Wasn't the daughter wearing about as much clothing?
So anyway,
Or, I mean, her sister. Wasn't her sister
so her
wearing?
sister is planning a wedding.
And as a result, that explains why the parents are super stressed out.
Yeah. And what it gets to be is both of them become very close um, colleagues, playmates, or team members, whatever you're not playmates, doesn't sound good. Team members. And since Keira Knightley wears her hair short, they were hugging at a bus stop, and these Indian women went
No,
by.
I thought that was her mother.
No,
Okay.
it was the future mother in law of her sister.
Can I make.
So they called off the wedding.
If you said. Okay, since you said playmate, can I make an adult
No.
joke? I want to make one adult joke. I want to make one adult joke.
You don't know if little kids are going to watch this.
I think I put like, no, these videos aren't made for kids.
Go ahead. It better be clean.
You're thinking of Bang It Like Beckham. This is Bend It Like Beckham.
I'm not even going to comment.
Or Bend Her Like Beckham.
I'm not, no, stop it. God. Yuck. So,
Coming
anyway.
soon to the Cinema Snobs reviews.
So, anyway, then the mother and father were there. And
Which one?
the future in-laws. And
Oh,
they
okay.
called off the wedding, and the sister was so upset, blah, oh my God, crying, crying, crying. And then they started to blame
Thought she was
Parm.
kissing a boy.
Yes, but she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then they explained and everything. So
You're forgetting about three other characters.
oh, the guys that she played with in the
Nope.
park,
Oh, okay, four other characters.
the coach,
Yeah.
the guy in the park, her friend, her sister,
No.
the mother of Kira,
Yeah. You're forgetting about her story with her.
and the father. The father is encouraging her with soccer. The mother thinks that she's gay.
No. That's when things get worse. You're forgetting about the beginning where she's like saying,
Oh, they're in a lingerie store.
No, they're not in a lingerie store. They were like doing practice soccer, and the mother was like saying, "Oh, guys don't like women that have bigger muscles than them. There's a reason Sporty Spice isn't married."
Okay.
You know what? You try to do a British accent.
No, you're fine. I'm just sitting back letting you.
And all I kept thinking was like, okay, has she never heard of Brandy Chastain or like whatever? And then I made a comment. I was like, I made a comment like around the Sporty Spice thing where I was like, oh yeah, and Richard, you know what? She's right, because Richard Simmons, he hasn't had a girlfriend in a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Probably afraid it would hurt his rock and tough image, huh? Would soften him up too much.
Oh well.
That's stolen. I stole that. That's a Dennis Miller joke.
Oh.
From J. Edgar Hoover. It's like he said, like, Hoover's never even been married. Probably afraid it would soften him up too much. So then the mother sees Keira Knightley and her friend do like a kiss at a game.
Parm and the coach.
Yeah.
But they didn't
No,
kiss.
not Parm.
Oh.
Keira Knightley.
At the playoff game.
Wow.
The playoff game. You skipped. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Continue, and then I'll get to it.
Well, you kind of went there. So anyway, she started getting feelings for the coach, and she asked Kira if she had feelings for him, and she said, no, I can't because he's off limits. And then they see each other together, and then they are fighting quietly. And the mother is concerned, the father is concerned, and her parents don't want her to continue with football. And then what happens is the only place that is open at the hall is on the 25th. I don't know what month it is, and that's the playoff game.
Chances are June, probably.
And she started to tell her father, and her father looked at her and said,
Well, you forgot to mention how the father went to
"Oh
one
yeah,
of the
he
games.
went to go see her play." Oh, come here, kitty. Yep, here we go. Here we got
Keep
a kitty.
going.
We got a kitty cat. See, Kenzie, looky.
Keep going.
Okay, so here comes the wedding, and she's just like,
You didn't even mention how the father went to the game.
The father, you said it, and I said, yeah, the father went to the game.
No, but there was something major that happened at that.
Oh, because another girl fouled her, and then she kept pushing back on the girl, and she got a red card where she got kicked out.
Well, there was more to it than that.
Well, because she called her
An offensive slur.
Yeah, which wasn't very nice.
And then didn't they take a flight to
Germany.
Okay, Germany.
That's where they were, and that's where it happened.
I thought that was another. Oh, right, yeah. No, that was another one. That was a different game.
Oh, she missed the last kick. Because the game was tied, so you get so many from each team that can kick a goalie kick.
It was because their photo was taken and put in a newspaper. That's how they found out when they picked her up.
Right.
When the parents picked her up.
Instead of the sister was supposed to be covering for her, but here it was, the father, the mother, and the sister.
In like a really small station wagon car.
Standing by the car.
Like a really old car, and even in 2002.
But in England, they don't have very big cars.
And they drive on the other side of the road.
So anyway, so the story goes on, and then she's gonna get married again, and
then the father sees the game. However, when there's an incident, that's when he's the main reason as to why he doesn't want her to play is because
he was not welcomed.
Yeah, it was very racial as to why he wasn't in it, or why he wasn't there. But yeah.
Excuse me.
Then when it was the sister's wedding, notices
her friend Joe was gonna take her to the game because she could still make the second half.
Oh, do we want to talk about her boy? Okay.
No, they're just really good friends.
Okay.
They keep secrets. So then they're in.
As all good relationships do. You know what?
So just wait, let's finish it up.
If they keep secrets from each other, I don't think their relationship is going to last.
Okay. So then they're both in the kitchen, and she's like, no, I have to be honest, or, whatever. And then her dad shows up, and he's like, okay, you can go, but...
Like, if you're going to be this angry, go, so that way you're happy on your sister's wedding day.
Wedding video.
I thought it was wedding day, or sister's
video.
Wedding.
No, when she got back, she had to be all happy and everything, and she scored the winning penalty kick. So
and that leads to a huge revelation.
Well, there was a scout there from the U.S.,
which is why they needed to be there at that game, because it was like, oh,
their only chance.
Mm-hmm.
So then her mom is still thinking that she's a lesbian. And then...
Keira Knightley's mother.
Yeah. And her mother kind of embarrassed her at her sister's wedding.
Everybody.
At the wedding, because the older ladies didn't know what she was talking about, which was odd. But And then when Kira explained to her mother what was going on, then she was okay because the other girl liked the coach. So they
And
did get the
called Kira
scholarship.
Knightley a hypocrite or something.
Yeah. They they
I don't know
both
what she was being a hypocrite about.
they both got a scholarship to the Santa Clara team to university there, which California universities are pretty good, especially in Santa Clara. And didn't know if they were going to let her go or not. And she was like, you know, um, if I don't be honest and tell you right now what I want, then I can't be.
Yeah, she's going to be terrible because she. Should I reveal it?
Go ahead.
She found out that the reason why she did so well at that game was because she wasn't hiding it from her parents because her
She
father
felt
knew.
good. She felt good about, and her no, her mom didn't know yet,
Yeah, her father
and she
did.
felt good about that.
Like
So
I
her
just said, her
family, yeah,
father knew.
I know. Thank you. After the game, after the wedding, then the mother and the two aunts or whatever they were found out. So then the father was like, because of what happened to him, he wants her to fight and go for what is, if she's good enough. He said that she's good. I saw her play, and the mom was like, oh, what? What did you see her play? Blah, 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 blah.
Soccer players in America probably make some good money.
If you're a professional in
I was
Europe
I was
and
just making a lame
England,
joke.
no, I mean they
At
make
least
good money.
at least what, 20,000 a year in England?
More than that.
I'm just guessing based on an episode of Home Improvements. It was like £10,000 a year. That's plenty to live by.
No, they make quite a bit more, and then they get endorsements, and then the longer they stay with the team or the more goals they score,
Anyway,
whatever, it's tiered. It just keeps going up and up. So then
this is
she
our YouTube
really
channel,
wants to
not
go.
In the Loop. We are not talking for 40 minutes about sports.
Yeah. So we should wrap this up. So they're both getting ready to go on the plane, and then the coach shows up, and then she kisses him twice, but nobody saw it because Kira saw it, and she's like, "Hey, Parm, isn't that Beckham up there?" And the parents and everybody were looking up, so they didn't see her kissing.
Which I Wikipedia doesn't say he was in it.
No, probably wasn't. It was just somebody with a crew cut white shirt, pants, and with a thin Spice Girl. He married one of the Spice Girls, didn't he?
Posh Spice.
Oh, okay. So then they're saying goodbye and everything.
Victoria Beckham?
Yeah. He said he got the job offer, but he turned it down because the women are probably going to go professional.
And he's
next
tired
year.
He's tired of bloody Yankees taking or
His good
poaching
players.
his good players or whatever he said.
Right. And then she's like, "Well, did you call your dad? Did you tell your dad?" And he did, and seems like things are going to get patched up between those two. They weren't very good. His dad was his coach and kept making him play when he was injured so that he couldn't play anymore. So anyway, so you see them, they're leaving, they're going on the plane, or they're going to the plane.
And things turn out pretty
and then,
well.
Yeah, then they see her coach. She was going to be back in December on break, and he got to know her family. So he was out there playing lacrosse with his dad. So it's kind of funny.
So, do you want to keep this or upgrade? Do you want to upgrade?
No, I don't think I need to.
Or do you want to donate?
We'll donate, or we'll give to somebody.
That's weird. JJ would probably want this, wouldn't she?
But you said she didn't. Well, we can ask.
I think we just showed her the DVDs that we got from
Nancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say Auntie, but okay.
Okay, that's fine. You have 5 of them. No, you have more in Korea too. Okay, so we're gonna end it for now. We still have another movie to see.
I recommend this movie even if you're not a soccer fan.
They did have some parts were funny.
Yeah.
Some parts were.
It'll make her Tic Tacs look like heaving melons or something. No, it'll make her bug bites look like heaving
mosquito bites or something.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, the dressmaker.
I
But
haven't
anyway,
I haven't heard dialogue that pro woman since Who's Your Caddy?
okay, let's wrap it up.
Join us
Okay.
next time when we've got one more